Okay, hello guys and welcome to my newest video. It's Simon here, or Icelandic Hooper, and today we're gonna go over the 10 players that have been really disappointing this year, and we're gonna look at the stats and what's kind of go wrong. So let's get into it. I'm so glad that 2K is providing us with the real life statistic. This is as of today, which is 28th of January. And we're gonna start with Pacers, and the first guy on the list is Tyreke Evans. He's averaging 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He's playing as a small forward, which I don't agree with. I think he should be a point guard. But like coming out of Memphis, scoring 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists a game. There were high hopes for Tyreke Evans in Indiana, and it just hasn't clicked. He also has been struggling with scoring under the basket. As you can see, his field goal percentage dropping to 39%. And that's kind of a big problem, because you want him to drive rather than shoot. And he can't even finish a shot under the basket. So he's the first players that have been really disappointed this season. There's gonna be some big names in this video, so next player will be a guy from the Raptors, CJ Miles. Yeah, he doesn't have a big role in the Raptors, but there's one specific thing he was supposed to do for the Raptors. That's shoot threes. Let's look at this. He's taking almost 4 threes a game, and he's making 1. His percentage is 30%, which is terrible. He just cannot make a shot. And if Raptors really wanna beat the Warriors, or even make it to the finals, they will need guys like CJ Miles to shoot the ball really well, around 35-40%. As it stands, CJ Miles isn't doing it. The next guy we're gonna talk about is from the Wizards, and that's Dwight Howard. Now, he only played 9 games in the season, but that's also the problem. He's just a locker room cancer, as many people have told before. And in those 9 games, he only averaged like 13 points, 9 assists. And like, it's more than just stats, because when you look at him, he just doesn't impact the game the same way he did. Like minus 5.4 plus minus. That's terrible. So, okay, he only played 25 minutes per game, which is lower than previous years. But still, Dwight Howard didn't plan out for the Wizards, and he's our third player that has been really disappointed. Now we're gonna get to the big name, which is Jimmy Butler. And I know what you're gonna say. Jimmy Butler is playing good. I don't agree. I think Philly is a good team. They're always gonna be top of the East. Like, they were what now? 4th seed, 5th seed? I don't know. He's averaging almost 20 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 0.6 blocks, 2 steals. So it's kind of, numbers don't represent really what's happening, because he's averaging less points. That's kind of, you know, how it goes, because he's in a better team. But I think he doesn't impact the game as Sixers would think he would. It's making their offense a little bit stale. They doesn't shoot. They're like, Jimmy is a good shooter, but I would like Jimmy to have the ball more, you know. And with Ben Simmons, it's really hard. And I don't think, that's my opinion, I don't see 76ers winning championship this year. Just no way. There's too much of weaknesses in the team to be able to get to the finals. Next guy we're gonna talk about is Jabari Parker. I mean, the guy who doesn't play defense. He's making $20 million a year. He even said that in an interview. He doesn't get paid to play defense, which is ridiculous. Chicago signed him with the hope of being an all-star. I mean, he's from Chicago. The guy is from Chicago, and you know he had really good year once with Milwaukee Bucks, but just his attitude. You see, he's playing good. The stats look good, but his defense is the worst I've seen in many years in NBA. He just basically doesn't play defense, and for that reason, he's out of the team, out of the Bulls team. He doesn't play for the Bulls, so they're just gonna probably get rid of him after his contract run out. So Jabari Parker definitely have been a disappointment this season. Let's go to the next guy. That's gonna be a Jaylen Brown, and I know what you're gonna say. They have a lot of stars and stuff like that, but he's like, let's see his shooting percentage. He's shooting 32% from free. I think he can do better. Let's see what. Yeah, he shot almost 40% last season. And guys like Jaylen Brown, you want them to get more touches to develop into the stars. He just doesn't fit the Celtics, and I can see Celtics trying to ship him to the Pelicans for AD, make some kind of a package for AD, Jaylen Brown, and maybe Gordon Hayward or something. The next guy we're gonna talk about is from the Heat, and that's Hassan Whiteside. Let's look at his stats. He's averaging around 13 points, 12 rebounds, which is improvement, but 2 blocks. But just if you watch him play on the court, it's just like he doesn't care. And Heat is paying him 25 million just because of that contract. I think he's been disappointing. He just doesn't impact the game, just same as Howard. You can average 12 points, 12 rebounds, but you don't affect the game. It's easier to guard you. And I mean, team can exploit that he's only shoot 42%. That's just not good enough for today NBA. So he's just disappointment, and I don't think he's worth 25 million. The next guy we're gonna check is actually from the Magic. That's the rookie Mo Bamba. 6 points, 3 rebounds, no, 5 rebounds, one block, 1.5 block a game. I mean, when you have Vucevic playing out of his mind, probably an all-star this year, it's hard to get the spot. But when I watch Magic play or highlights, Bamba just doesn't do anything, and you can see his percentage. 3-point is only 29%, 48% for the field for the center is, I would call that bad. So how many minutes? 60 minutes he plays, he only averages 6 points. And I think for the prospect that everyone was expecting he will be, with his reach and everything, everyone would think that he will do better, but he's just kind of famous for that stupid song. We have only 2 guys left, and we're gonna still be in the Magic, and that's Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon, he's playing alright, but the reason why I call him disappointed because he was supposed to get to that superstar level this season. You know, going from the 70 to 20, 22. Everyone thought that. But he took a step back. He's only averaging 16, 7 rebounds. It's kind of like the same year, you know. I would call that the same as last year. He was supposed. He got the big contract of 4 years, 76 million. And he was supposed to be superstar of the team, build around Aaron Gordon. I mean, he's only 23, but when you don't improve in and you get the touches, that's kind of a red flag for me. He's playing 33 minutes, so he's playing more. Let's see how much he shoots. Like, we can see that. Oh, we can actually, okay. We can see it here. He's taking 13 shots. He has to take more shots as a superstar. I think I don't know what it is about him, but I think he's been really disappointing. And the last guy we're gonna include in this video comes from the Timberwolves, which is a mess, and that's the guy that got traded for the Jimmy Butler, and it's Dario Saric. I mean, he's playing what, 20, almost 25 minutes per game. He's only averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, but the stat that really bothered me is 1.5 assists. I mean, he's known as that, you know, dribble the ball up the court kind of guy, and he just hasn't done that. Going for 14 points, 6 rebounds to 9 points, 6 rebounds. And his shooting, he has been struggling with a 3-point shot this year, and I don't think Timberwolves is a good fit for him. I really don't. And I love this guy, Dario Saric, but I'm hoping he's gonna get to some other teams real soon. Let's check his contract situation, because that's really important. I hope he's on a last year. No, okay, so he's on a good contract, 2 years, but I would like to see him in another team. So we end the video. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Am I stupid? Am I retarded? Tell me who you think has been disappointed this season. And this has been your guy, your Simon, and peace.